Magandang gabi sa inyong lahat. Blessed evening, blessed day for those who are worshiping with us through this live stream. I would like to focus this reflection on the first reading, which is we have been reading from this book of Exodus, the journey of the people of God towards Promised Land. And it provides us several points to ponder upon that would help us also, I think, that is reflective also of our own experience, life's journey as individual believers and as a community. Today, for example, the mysterious facts of the manna and the quail are read within a particular optic or perspective. That is the formation or the education of these Hebrew people in the faith. So that's the main interest actually. One way of reading it is how God, through these experiences, educated, trained, and formed these people. And gripped by the risk of hunger, the agonizing risk for anyone, along with the thirst in the desert, the people turn to Moses and to God. The people's protest is at the same time an invocation, a prayer in which terror and fear reign. So trust in God is in crisis here. But God is not discouraged and offers answers to these invocations, protests of the people, so that they may learn to trust in Him and may believe that He is indeed their liberator, as He had shown them earlier in the passage through the Red Sea. God is presented here as the supreme guarantor of their life, also in their material needs. That which God expects, on the other hand, from the gifts to His people is a response of faith, a reaction, personal and collective at the same time, which from this miraculous fact goes back to putting his own life in the arms of God and trusting oneself completely to Him. The patience of God in forming, in educating His people, educating us in the faith, is indeed infinite, as shown in the very history of the people of God, Israel, and that of the New Testament. Faith in God is a difficult response that should go maturing day after day, raising up to God our own supplications, invocations, even protest, and accepting His gifts. Faith grows with the awareness that we are also like the people of God coming out from Egypt, and that every day God nourishes us in an unexpected way. And it is consoling that in our difficulties at times to trust. And at times our own protests to God. God looks at us with mercy and compassion as He did in the Old Testament. The point, I think, is that we continue to be open. We continue to open what our hearts, our lives to Him who knows what is best for us. Just like the experience of these people, protesting even or blaming even Moses. Yet God continued to treat them with compassion and mercy. Dear friends, as we face the challenges of life, I think the fundamental attitude of that, of openness, that even in our difficulties, we protest even to God. Yet the important thing is that we do not close ourselves, because if we close ourselves, God cannot do anymore anything. And as I've said, our life of faith is not a one-time, big time, like a grown-up tree. It grows, it develops, it matures. We need to continue to be open to Him who loves us. And that is the beautiful point also of the first of the gospel reading today. Now, the seeds that gave fruit, good harvest, were seeds that fell on the good ground of our life, of our souls, that give a bountiful fruit if we know how to be open and respond to the grace God gives us. The Lord comes to us once again with His gifts, not anymore of manna in the desert, but of Himself in the Eucharist and in the Word that is proclaimed, the Word that is light, that is life, realized in the Eucharist. We have greater, far greater, million times greater than the manna in the desert, the Eucharist, with which Jesus gives us of Himself. May we continue to grow in our trust in Him who loves us. Continue to be open, even in the midst of our disillusionment, of our problems and burdens. And may His power, His blessings be our